Reed case returned to court as prosecutors laid out their new strategy. Special prosecutor Hank Brennan is trying to show that the facts as we know them don't line up with what Karen Reed and her family members are saying to the media. Brennan argued that he should get access to transcripts from print and TV interviews. And as WBZ's Kristina tells us, Brennan wants to use some of that information when he calls a new witness to the stand.
I only tell the truth, and I'm anxious too.
That's Karen Reed's father, Bill, who you'll likely see soon on the stand when the prosecution calls him as a witness in his daughter's second trial.
Miss Reed calls her father and her mother.
That's Special Prosecutor Hank Brennan. He wants Mr. and Mrs. Reed's phone records to show that Karen called them after 1 a.m., after she allegedly struck John O'Keefe with her car.
And so if Miss Reed knew within the first 2 hours that she hit him and that medical procedures could have saved his life, then this is relevant material to show her knowledge that something dramatic had happened.
Ask the defense team.
This is a fishing expedition, plain and simple.
They say the request for Bill Reed's phone records is overbroad and invasive. Tuesday's hearing also focused on media interviews with Karen Reed.
Firefighter said
prosecutors want to play them at trial, and they want access to unedited footage to show how Reed's story allegedly changed.
The defense chose a strategy, a very strategic strategy, to sell their story and disseminate to the public, potential jury pool. She can make all the statements she wants. But when she does, there is a consequence for that.
That's a fishing expedition. They don't exist.
And the judge took all these arguments under advisement, meaning she'll rule on paper at some point in the future. There's another hearing coming up on December 12th. That's an evidentiary hearing where we'll hear from some expert witnesses ahead of the second trial. In Dedham, Kristina, WBZ News.
Now, prosecutors also say they will be retesting Karen Reed's Lexus in the next 2 weeks, and the judge is keeping a close eye on that timing. Today, she didn't rule on a request to delay the trial. She's waiting to see how quickly the Lexus computer chip can be tested. Prosecutors suspect there are digital clues on the car's computer chips that were not recovered in the first round of this case. Right now, the trial is scheduled to begin on January 27th, but both prosecutors and defense attorneys have asked to delay this trial until April.